Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. Today we are talking about the faithfulness of God. The title for today's topic, He Does What He Says. The word of God is action. What He says, He has already done. As He speaks, it is done. It will only depend on when you stretch out your hand and take a hold of what is already done. When you do that, you will realize that it is already in existence. It came to being the moment God said it is to you. At that moment, it existed because, as He says, He does it in the same instance. God created us in His image and likeness, meaning that we have in us a part of God, and that makes us co-creators with Him. He has given us the ability to create with Him. As we go through our journey in life, we manifest the things that we constantly speak and believe, because by our words we are able to create the world around us that we desire. As we work with our hand, we work towards achieving what we believe we are able to. The only thing that limits what we can achieve is what we think, believe, and confess. This is what we attract. When God says that you will only lend and not borrow, this will not happen by magic. It is not by miracle either. This will be achieved by diligently working towards achieving this goal in life. God has already given you the wisdom you need to work through this. Work on your spending. Work on increasing your income. You can always get help from those who have been there. You will find a lot of resources on financial management on every platform. Look for this information. Remember that saying, the wise man learns from the mistakes of others. The fool has to learn from his own. Proverbs 1:5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. When doing the same thing over and over again does not give the desired results, we have the free will and the ability to work differently and achieve the desired results. There are people who have been sitting and waiting for the miracles for years, when what they need is right in their hands, and God has provided all the tools required. But they insist that for them, it must be miraculous. We can create miracles with our hands because we are creators. But some people would rather send God on errands by asking Him to do for them what He has empowered them to do for themselves, and has already put the ability for them to achieve what He has spoken about in His Word. Let us look at the promise in the book of Exodus 23, verse 25 and 26. So you shall serve the Lord your God, and He will bless your bread and your water. And I will take away sickness from among you. No woman in your land will miscarry or be barren. I will fulfill the number of your days. Many people, when reading this, always think in a way of miraculous healing and fruitfulness. This is not so. This is what God has already given to us and given us the instructions on how to achieve this. He has already blessed our bread and our water. He has put in us the ability to retain our fruitfulness and live a long life. Instructions on what to eat and what not to eat, which parts of the animals to be eaten and which parts were not to be eaten, and how to prepare the vegetables are all found in the Bible. If these instructions are followed properly, the food we eat will not cause us disease, but will be healing to us. But because some of these creatures and parts of animals that are not recommended for ingestion taste really good to us, we want to eat everything and then struggle with burning calories that we have taken in excess and treating diseases that are caused by what we eat. Like Hippocrates says, let food be your medicine. It is possible to have food be our medicine, such that we eat only what nourishes our bodies. All instructions that God give in the Bible concerning our bodies are for our own good, including instructions on circumcising babies 8 days after birth. This has been confirmed to be the best time to circumcise a baby. This is because vitamin K and thrombosin, which is a blood clotter, are highest in a baby on his 8th day of life, and the risk of overbleeding is highly reduced. But because we have a free will as human beings, we have the freedom to choose what we would like to do with our bodies. Unfortunately, we have to deal with the consequences of our choices as well. God will always do what He says, but will never interfere with our right to choose what we want to do with our lives. Since we are created in His own image and likeness, we have the ability to make decisions and choose something else separate from what He has recommended. He does not compel or force us to follow His guiding, but gives us a free will to do so out of choice, having considered that it is the best way for us. God will therefore not force any blessing on us, nor will He force any curse on us. It is our choices that will lead us to specific consequences, which are well shown and marked in the scriptures. Thank you for tuning in today, and I hope that as we continue on, you have learned something and has picked one or two lessons from our discussion today. I pray that you have a peaceful week, and let's meet again in our next video.